Good afternoon. I've no clue what time it is, but I came down here, the aim being to create a hot compost using what I already have, plus a bit of purchased material. So this is insulation board, which I have here. And what I have done is, and it's taken ages, is I've cut it to size to fit this basic composter, normal cold composter. And now that I've got this template, next month I'll make another one to fit this one. So now that that is done, I'm going to clean out the bits of material that is in the bottom. And then in there I've got some cuttings from home, grass, and the peas that I took down. I've got some wood chip, I've got straw as well, and I'm going to fill my baby up. It may not be 100% sealed in terms of we got holes in there where I had to cut these to fit the shape, because I did not want to narrow the space that I had for composting too much. But I feel like this will be enough to keep the compost hot, and on top of it I'll sit this before I close the lid. So if you're thinking out there, I would like a hot box, but I don't want the cost, this might be the way to go. I bought these at a discount via the council. If you live in the UK, most councils offer a link which gives you a bit of a discount on composters, or even Amazon will get you these types of composters for not too much money. And then this board, I bought one and it was £34. So all in all, I think this together with the board may have cost me just under £60, whilst a lot of these hot composters you're looking at hundreds of pounds to get one of a decent size. So this is already here, and I've got two more, so over 2 months I can get enough to make that into a hotter composter, and this one into a hotter composter as well. And so now we'll set this up, and I have got a composting thermometer which I don't think works, and the reason I don't think it works is because I've never seen it hot. So we shall see whether or not it actually works, and I've just never had compost hot enough for it. I had to cut out grooves in here to make sure that this was fully tucked in, and now I'm just going to fill it with my composting stuff, and I'll put the thermometer in and we shall see how we go. Exciting. I've been wanting to do this for ages. This is something else that has actually been in my head, constantly in my head, and now I've got it running, and I've got the whole thing sat on a bathroom tile, a large bathroom tile, so that way I reduce the risk of any weeds trying to grow into my compost. So let us go. Sorry, I've talked a lot. Let me get on and do this now. Okay, the capability of this bin is actually quite good. I thought I wouldn't have that much space, but it looks like I don't have enough material yet. Because look, let's take out the thermometer. This is my thermometer. I don't know if it works. We'll find out soon enough after we leave it for a day. So now what I'm going to do, see? Oh, you can't see, can you? There. So it's less than half full. I've put all the brown material in there so that it's nearby for me to mix up with other stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go prune my courgettes and I have a lot of courgettes to harvest as well. And then I'll put them into here, mix it up a bit because I think I've got a lot of brown material, so I need a bit more green. And then I'll leave it to do its piece, and I've watered it well enough that I'm sure it will be hunky-dory fine. Right, let's go prune some. The courgettes need plenty of pruning. Plus, I've got quite a few big Romanesco courgettes to harvest today. So I've got 2 that I can see, plus a third which I don't think is going to grow any better than that. So let me just first clear leaves, because apparently all they need is about, if they have more than 10 leaves per plant, they don't need more than that. Any leaves below the fruit are not necessary to their growth either, so I'm going to focus on trying to get those sorted now. All right, let's get on. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, I just killed a butterfly. I don't know if it's too late. It was inside of here, and I think it got in this way. Oh, crappiness. I've been looking at these spaces knowing that they're not that amazing in way of protection, because I've seen butterflies fly through them to get in even if they don't get out again. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh dear. Anyway, let me cover those first. As always, something always happens. You know, it is what it is. Okay, let me get on and do that first. Okay, I'm done with that. Done the best I can. Hopefully the damage is not too bad. I really do want my broccoli. But let's get on and do this. I've still got tomatoes I brought down to put in. I don't really want to take them back home, so I need to get them done. Hello. Sorry, hold on.
With what seemed to be tenderness.
Okay. I've pruned the other side as much as I can. I've got a few courgettes that need harvesting down there as well. And I'm going to chop the leaves up over there and get them into my new hot compost bin. After which, I'm going to try and get those beans down the bottom. There. I'm going to try and get them in, Stella, into the ground before I leave. But I need to leave because I'm tired now. Sometimes we need rest, and I think today I need rest. Yesterday I went to work and then came home and did a lot of pottering about at home. So I'm a little bit knackered, and I'd like to have a bit of a rest. So let me do this and then I'll go. I'm not even going to record it, I'll just show you what I've done at the end. The time is nearly 5 o'clock. I think I got here at about 1 o'clock. I am knackered. I am so knackered that I'm actually recording this sat down right now. I don't know why I am suddenly so exhausted, but I feel really tired. So I'm going to take myself off home. I've put in my beans. I am happy that I've put them in. I had these sat at home and there I was thinking, I need to sow beans. These were struggling because they were in a shallow tray. Let's see what they do. They don't quite fill the gap to the end, so I might risk putting in some more in there to see whether or not they'll grow any bigger. I'm hoping these are some of my climbing beans. I really do hope they are. I hope they're not the dwarfs, because that would be a waste of space. But hey, this type of thing happens. Now I'm in a dilemma. Let me show you why. This is my courgette space, and the courgette space is filled with courgettes for harvest. If I don't harvest them today, I'll have jumbos by tomorrow. I'm so tired. There's two on that plant just here. There's one here that I suppose I can leave, two that I can leave, three that I can leave for a little bit and they'll grow a bit bigger. On the one behind this one, there's a two on there that I'll need to harvest within the next 2 days. And over on the Romanesco that I love, another two big ones on there, and the one behind it, that one, also has a big courgette waiting for harvest. So I'm tired. Oh, I am so tired. I just feel like walking and going home and coming back to them tomorrow. But I suppose I could harvest those two and plonk them on my stuff going back home, and then I can take them into work and give them away. I suppose that's what I'll do. I'm so tired I don't even feel like eating, but it might be that I need to eat. But I feel nauseous, so I don't want to eat. I just want to go home and rest and have a shower and lie in bed and watch gardening videos. That's what I want to do. This is really, really lovely. It's restful. I'm surprised by the amount of work it's taken to get it to here, and maybe that's what I'm feeling in terms of exhaustion. I'm also worried about my broccoli because I had one butterfly in there, or because I was too lazy to do what I've done today, which is to cover it correctly, covering up. Next time I will sew up all those holes, and I know how to sew. It's not even like I don't know how to sew, but I was too lazy. So fingers crossed that my broccoli will be fine. I really, really want to get some broccoli and to grow it successfully. We shall see. The hot compost is hopefully going to work. Let me just show you. Oh, even if it requires that Stella gets up. I've got a few bits and pieces to put away before I'll be able to go home. That's another task in itself. The leaves from the courgettes worked a treat to fill us up quite well. So now I've put both of these in. I'll use them in the other one once. So I've got too many in here, but it doesn't matter. The aim is to seal it up and create a good cover. So that's my thermometer at the moment. It is showing less than the red temperatures we want. So let's see how we go with this. And it's not even full. Once it's heated up nicely, I might bring my bokashi and put it in as well. Okay, if it works, we make more. You don't know until you try, isn't it? And that's all we can do. Right, it's sealed, closed, it's heavy enough. I've got a red currant bush, I don't like them. I've got a black currant bush, I don't like them. I've got a hawthorn bush, I don't need it. Do you hear how negative I'm sounding? This was a gooseberry, which didn't produce anything this year at all. I don't know whether it's because I hacked it back a lot, but I don't even like gooseberries, so all those three need to go. And then I can set this up as my composting space nicely. and then this area here can grow something else. I need to sow some crops for winter. My cabbages are hearting up nicely now that I'm not bothering them. The calyx, as you can see, are absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully they have not been eaten by the cabbage white going in there and possibly laying eggs, but we shall wait and see. Oh, is that beetroot growing beautifully as well underneath there? Yeah, it looks like it. So at some point I need to, the other thing I need to do is I need to work out when I planted my carrots, because the carrots at home are growing and I have no clue on how to know when they're ready for harvest. So in the future I need to keep a better diary of my growing rather than keeping a good diary of the hard work. We also need to track what we're growing. Right, these guys need to come. There's one. There's two. This one can come off as well because it's not going to grow much bigger without warping, I think. There's three. And there's another one I took off as well. So there's plenty there. Can go on there for now. Right, let's go have a look at these ones here. These ones look like they're ready as well, but I'll leave them and give them another day to grow slightly bigger. What I've found is they don't lose flavor just because they've grown bigger. I thought I saw another one on here, and there it is. Ah, lovely. That's it. Okay. Right, I'm going to take myself off home before I collapse, because that's how I feel right now. I just feel that knackered, that I feel like I could collapse. Tiring. Okay. Now, the view of this has changed totally and completely from when I first got it to now. This is us. So different. I think I need a rest. And next weekend I'm away, so I'm going to be away for 2 weekends in a row, so I will not be doing any hard work on the allotment for a couple of weeks. I hope the weeds won't get away from me as a result of that. I'm in the habit of trying as much as possible to keep on top of the weeds, especially the bindweed, because it can be overwhelming when you leave it too long. I will pass by on Friday just to make sure everything is fine. I'll probably uncover the French beans then. Probably could uncover them now because I don't see other people's beans being eaten by these guys, but I have no clue. I have no clue what to do. But you see, well, this is what happens, and this is why I end up so exhausted. I say I'm going home, and then I find a reason to carry on. This needs to stop. Right, let's go home. Oh yes, I put in a tomato there because some of the sweet corn failed. I've replaced some of the tomatoes in there that were dying. Some of them seem to have taken root very beautifully, and then others have struggled to root into this soil, but I'm hoping that they will take, so I'll give them a bit more time to see. It may be to do with the fact that they're in pots rather than put direct in the soil. So because the soil in the pot dries out, they're taking longer to hit the moisture of the manure and the soil underneath. So we shall see how we do with that. Okay, time to go home. Have a good week. Hope you have a good week. Bye. Last picture.